sus, man. Not everything in your life is sus. Welcome, everybody, to episode 340 of Dunn and Drew. The cold front is coming through the United States.
Wow.
Oh, and Jack.
Hello. Is my mic on?
Yep.
I got the notif.
Cold front is making its way downtown.
Cold front?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Really?
it's finna be cold in the
Do you
morning.
know what the weather is tomorrow?
What?
You're going to wake up, it's going to be in its 40s.
When you walk
it's
out of
not.
here tonight,
That's a lie.
you're gonna be shivering.
No, I won't.
It's gonna be
it
like
may
60s.
be a little chillier, yeah, when you walk out of here tonight.
That's a lie.
Okay.
All right, fine.
Like he doesn't know weather. Like he's weather.
I know weather. I am weather.
No. I know weather.
You don't know weather like me.
No.
That's not true.
That is true.
I don't trust his sources. I trust my source.
Anyway, it's going to get chilly and it's going to get into dangerously close to Christmas decoration time.
Sheesh.
Eric, when are you
Dangerous?
decorating? Come on, you don't got forearms.
That's crazy.
You don't have.
Did you say
Brazos.
forearms? That's not forearms. This tries. What am I decorating? What am I decorating?
It's Halloween. Thanksgiving comes like a week late this year.
Late.
This month.
Is it late?
Yeah, it's
a little late.
It's pretty late
28th.
this year.
Oh, I love
It
that.
usually falls on like 25, 26.
All I have is like a Christmas tree, like a really small one. Like I'm taller than it, but I probably won't decorate.
I think
much.
you're taller than my Christmas tree.
I probably won't decorate much.
Don't show my dirty closet. What,
It's not that dirty. It looks kind of vacant.
Okay.
What a word. Hello, everybody watching live. Maybe everybody listening on streaming platforms.
It's up to Andy.
If we get it out. I don't know. I feel that usually when we come here, we're tired, but I feel like we're awake right now.
Jack looked at me. I told Jack when we were alone earlier, I said
Why you say it like that?
I could go to sleep right now.
Damn.
It's like 7:50.
It was.
And with this time change, I could go to bed.
The time change was like 3 weeks ago.
Still gets dark
It
at
sucks
5.
so
It does.
much.
It does.
The fact that like it was 10 o'clock came around last night and I realized it's been dark for 5 hours. That's crazy.
It got dark in Cali at 4:30. When I landed Sunday,
I don't even understand how that works.
I landed Sunday at 12:30. It was dark in 4.5 hours. I was like, "Fuck this."
It sucks so bad.
I barely got to see this because I'm on the West Coast. They have the best sunsets over there. Barely got to see it.
The clock should move back 2 hours instead of move forward 1 hour. So right now it should be 5.
Why do we move it at all?
No, wait. Right now it should be like with how dark it is. It should be like 10 o'clock.
In Germany, it didn't get dark.
What do you mean?
It didn't get dark. I'll try to find a picture.
When?
Like when we were out at like 4 a.m., it was just like light. I'll try to find a picture.
It's crazy. Kind of a flex too.
Yeah,
What was a flex?
I forgot you
When I
went
was
to
in
Europe.
Germany. That's crazy.
Is that a flex? I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, how many trips you been on this year?
a lot. I know.
Shout out who's watching.
Shout out to Big G, Walter
G.
Brooks III, Angelo
Bubba.
Donadio, and
Angelo.
Walter Brooks III again. Those are just the comments.
Welcome, Angelo. I haven't seen him in the live streams.
Big G, I want you to comment tonight about my energy. Because I remember that one time we were live and you made a comment about how I wasn't giving good energy due to the Jags or something. Now what do you have to say?
Are
My
you
boy.
energetic?
No,
Walter.
there will be no energy towards they who must not be named.
Yeah, like this picture was like at 3 a.m.
I can't tell what the sky looks like. There could be lights above you. Could be a bright moon.
It looks like daytime.
Yeah, it was 3:30 a.m.
What if you're inside?
What do you mean?
I can't tell.
We weren't
Take
inside.
a picture of the sky. Just can't tell from that.
This is the former bunker or where Hitler killed himself.
How do they know?
Just a parking lot.
He killed himself at a parking lot?
It was a bunker, but then they made it into a parking lot because, like, why they didn't want to, like, I don't know.
Speaking of that, I've been watching these documentaries on HBO called
The 80s.
Yes.
We talked about it last pod.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
Fuck. Damn, we recorded last week or something?
That memory crazy.
We've been recording pretty consistent.
Yeah, I think it's our third week in a row.
So I restarted. I'm now in the 60s.
It's gotten into us.
You've gone backwards?
Yeah. So I finished the 80s, went back to the 60s, and I learned about JFK assassination, and that was pretty interesting.
What'd you learn?
I learned that
Like the motives behind it.
possibly. I learned that he
Yes
was,
or no? Do you know the motives or not?
he was in a car, and
Okay.
they were riding through Dallas.
I think I told you this.
And
I knew this.
It was nice in a documentary. He gets shot.
I can still tell you this.
Who shot him? Allegedly. What's his name?
Lee Harvey Oswald.
Yeah.
Lee Harvey Oswald.
We are the documentary.
We
right
went
now.
to school, man.
Tell us one thing
fuck?
that we wouldn't be able to tell you.
So he was arrested.
Lee Harvey Oswald?
Yes. And
He got shot.
good. He got shot. Before
He tried to shoot somebody else. Again, right?
he was arrested.
Yes.
And he was getting moved from the jail to
Oh, yes.
something
It was
else.
in like a parking lot. There's a video of it.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
video and picture of
Yeah.
like the guy who shot him like this. Pretty crazy.
Front page of the paper.
And the guy who shot him, do you know his name?
No.
I don't
No.
remember his name.
Jackie.
Robinson.
Chat, help me out.
Chat.
He was an owner of a local club who shot.
Keyboard clicks is crazy in 2024.
Oh, oops. That was long. Jack Ruby, right.
Mm.
He also is suspected to have mob ties. So, like,
Drake song.
did this guy, Jack Ruby, shoot Oswald because he was mad that he killed the president?
Or he just do it
was
for
he
sport?
trying to do it for sport?
Because he's in the mob. That's just what they do.
Or was he doing it to shut him up? Because the whole assassination of JFK has
tied to the mob.
Tied to the mob,
Perhaps.
And I learned, not in the documentary, but from my dad, that JFK was sleeping with the head Don's mistress. Like at one point, JFK
It was his mistress?
slept with like the head of a mafia crew's mistress, or Gumar.
What's that word?
Yeah.
It's like a side piece.
Oh, so the woman he was cheating on his wife with was cheating on him with
Something like that.
Lee Harvey Oswald.
Kennedy was handsome. So he got it
Or
like that.
Kennedy. Okay.
So some crazy things that I'm learning from this documentary. The JFK assassination was very interesting. The 80s about the invention of the computer was very interesting, and how Apple and IBM were competing. But highly recommend.
What about the 70s?
Bill Gates, was
I'm
he in
getting
there?
after the 60s.
Oh, just Steelers won 4 Super Bowls, so.
I don't know if I haven't seen any sports
Damn.
in any of these yet.
I'm out.
Goose said, why the fuck we talking about Jack Ruby? Andy been watching hella Joe Rogan.
Oh, Rogan probably talks about it because there's a lot of conspiracy theories.
Andy teaching us 4th grade history when we were all 30 years old. That was Bubba.
Anyway, we can talk sports.
No, we have stories to tell.
You want to tell the stories first?
Um,
Or do you want to do the voicemails or stories? We can do stories.
I mean, voicemails would get us into sports, which could get us on to tangents.
True.
Andy wanted to get the voicemails out of the way.
Did he? That's rare.
That's what he expressed.
Usually-
Only because like at the end, I'm like, here's the next one. But we can.
That's true, because some people leave like 5-second ones and they're pointless. So we could do that.
Or they leave 5.
There's not that many. So,
All right,
like,
we can do that.
we could just.
Let the people be heard first.
JC said, oh, this is what you read. Is it too early to get excited about? Why didn't he leave a voice message? Is it too early to get excited about Bo Nix?
He's a Broncos fan.
Eric, hope you are having a good week, King. Can't wait to hear your story. Have a great pod. Andy, eat shit. Okay.
You want to?
I'm kind of offended.
No voicemails, crazy.
We have way too many voicemails.
No, we don't. We have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One of them's 8 seconds.
8?
One of them's 8 seconds. So we have like 7. We usually have a lot more.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. God damn it! I love y'all's voicemails.
Sounds like you don't.
I bet you we'll be done with them by 8:35.
Okay. This is mainly why I don't like him, because of this cord length here.
Scoot in.
Dunn and Drew Pod. What the fuck is going on? It's your boy Beck coming out of Atlanta. Happy to see that the pod's been back. I've been listening. I've been tuned in, of course.
We did that.
I'm really just calling to say that as an Eagles fan, I couldn't be happier about the way the season is going,
Really?
except for the fact that I am deeply, deeply terrified of the Detroit Lions. I think that they're the only thing stopping our way to the Super Bowl. I'm gonna be honest. Like, it's got to be the only way stopping us from getting to the Super Bowl. It got to be the Detroit Lions. It got to be. So, y'all let me know what y'all think about that, man. Do the Eagles got a real shot of getting to the Super Bowl? Saquon, AJ Brown, Schmitty, Hurts. You feel me?
Those are the players.
Hey, y'all let me know.
Who's Schmitty?
So
Devontae
what's
Smith.
Oh,
That's what they call him.
the year that the Eagles went to the Super Bowl? What's missing from this team that they had? Because this team has Saquon,
our
and it's
Cruz.
such a different element.
Yeah.
He's so good. It's insane.
He's so
but-
fucking good. That's my guy.
And it's so fun that he's like, obviously a little, no more jealousy for me anymore. I don't care. Like, I don't have a team right now.
I won't believe you until you can say that sentence without stumbling over it.
Yeah. So Saquon, like,
A little jealous?
the fact that, what was it, the other day? Maybe
Thursday Night Football.
Was it Thursday Night Football? When he, like, didn't have many points, fantasy points, and he scores, like, 3 times in the like, end of the fourth quarter or something.
And then before
he's-
that, jumping over backwards over motherfuckers.
So what are the Eagles missing this year? Because I just feel like there's
From 2022.
yeah,
when they made
there's
it?
like
Well-
when they were dominant that one year. What are they? Is Jalen Hurts not playing as well, or why?
No, he is. I mean, he was like second MVP that year. Was down a little bit at the beginning of this year. He's picked it back up since. So I would not say his play is that different. He's still good. What they don't have, Jason Kelsey. Their O-line's still good. They don't. I think the biggest thing that I could think of or see is pass rush. I mean, that had Hassan Reddick when he was playing football and good. I mean, I don't know the numbers off the top of my head. Maybe they are just as effective, but I'm going to say pass rush less. But their corners, these 2 rookies that they drafted are really good. So that could be an
Nice.
upgrade. What else? And then coaching, offense and defense, the coordinators in the beginning of the year for the Eagles this season were pretty harshly criticized, but they've gotten better. But they're 2022 coordinators. I mean, they're both head coaches now on 2 teams that
Colton who?
Cardinals. Cardinals are on the rise now. They're doing pretty well.
Yeah. And I think it's because the Eagles, like you said, the Eagles started a little slowly. Like
Yeah.
they started 2-2.
Mm-hmm.
They're 8-2 now.
Wow!
So
Holy cow!
they're like, we're right where you want to be as you get closer to the playoffs. So
Yeah.
as far as his question goes, I kind of agree with him that the Lions really are the only team in the NFC that are in the Eagles' way.
I'm jealous of
I agree.
everything the Lions are.
Yeah.
No emotion.
Yeah, you just said you're not jealous.
I want that. Like, they've put up 52 points twice this year. If I saw a 30-point game, I would nut. I would go crazy for a 30-point game. They put up 52. It's like,
How
how do you experience that?
I want to talk about the 52 points real quick because what part of that is the Lions actually being that dominant and what part is the Jags just kind of the players actually just like not caring?
But it wasn't just the Jags. They put up 48 versus another team, 52 versus
But I
another
mean like
team.
that game specifically because of who the Jags currently are in the
Yeah, the Jags suck and the Lions are monsters.
I'm not discrediting the Lions
Yeah.
because they're a fucking machine, obviously. I'm more discrediting that
It's
performance
such a good
against
setup,
the Jags.
and I would be pissed if I was a Lions fan and Ben Johnson left because like it's a perfect setup. You have a head coach that like used to play there. He bleeds Detroit. He is Detroit, and then you have like he's the leader of men, and then you have like the perfect offensive defensive coordinators, and then you lost Aiden Hutchinson. It doesn't matter.
That's crazy. Yeah.
I would feel
Got Zadarius Smith.
if I were a Lions fan, I would still feel like a pit in my stomach. Like, what could the season have actually been if we still had Aiden, especially if we don't go to the Super Bowl? Like, what could have been?
I thought you meant like right now. At first, I was like, oh, they're chilling.
Yeah,
but you mean if they don't win?
They're chilling right now, but like they'll want them in the playoffs. Imagine how much better they could be if they had them.
I said this last year. I wanted to go to the Lions-Rams game because that was the first playoff game they hosted, right? When Stafford came.
Yeah.
I would love to.
Their first home playoff game since like 1991 or something.
Yeah. I would love to just go to Detroit for a home playoff game just because they're a franchise that's been like the Jags. Like their fans have had nothing. Like they've had 0-16 seasons. They've lost Megatron. They've wasted Stafford. They wasted Barry Sanders, Jinx. And now they've finally put it all together after a series of drafts. And they're just
like they
scary.
got it top
They're
down.
fucking scary.
GM, head coach, coordinators, players. It must be nice. Trying to think of like if the Jags
and they're like you can't hate them. Like they're not a
right.
Like if the Lions were a dynasty, they'd be hard to hate. Like the Chiefs are very easy to hate, but there's no like personalities in the Lions organization where you're like fuck them. I mean, you could point at Dan Campbell, but
when Dan Campbell goes for unnecessarily, but
right, but that's it. Like everyone's pretty likable on the Lions. Fun team, win it all. See some tears flowing.
that would be crazy. All right.
Got to beat the Eagles. Those are the tangents I was talking about.
Next one has a couple crying emojis, like laughing. Let's see if it's funny.
What's up, boys? It's Nick in Arizona, currently on my way to work. A little bit extra ticked off today because what the hell are we doing? Why is he not fucking fired yet, man? Jesus Christ! What order we got to do? We lost 52-6. What the hell? Then he's sitting here under the pressure, freaking talk about, well, this isn't who the. Well, that's not who the Jags are. How come I won money betting the Lions with 442? You know why? That's exactly who you are. Oh, so ridiculous, man. What the hell? Oh, he's still got a job. Why? I can't do this anymore, man. He said you're talking about, oh, the players are tired. You guys don't understand. No, you don't understand what it's like to be a freaking Jags fan, man, especially in Arizona. I get shit on every day. Tired of it, bro.
So random.
Just do something that's not completely idiotic. We're going to fire him, and then he's going to hire Bill Belichick, and it's going to be the same shit all over again, bro. I can see it happening right now, bro. I'm about to crash the fuck out, man. Oh, what the hell? Oh, jeez, I can't do it anymore, man. I officially am requesting a trade to the Lions.
Hey.
Please.
Great transition.
Please. I just can't. Come on, Lions. Just win this, please. Just win the Super Bowl. This is your year. Please, just do it. Because I can't with the Jags anymore, man.
Can you just trade fandom?
No,
I can't.
It's not that easy. If it was, I'd have been gone, bitch.
yeah, I would have been gone.
Right, that like
I
sucks.
I swore
You're stuck.
I swore it was the rumblings after the Lions loss. I was like, if there's gonna be a firing after any game this season, with the bye week coming up, with season renewal emails being sent out, I swore it was gonna be this week.
They sent season ticket renewals.
Either this week or next week. They're sending like emails out for season ticket renewals. So it's like this is perfect timing. And if not like Doug, then Balky. We saw the Jets fire their general manager this past week, and he had the same record as Trent Balky does as the Jags GM. And I just like, it is so frustrating. Doug Peterson, I think he provided me great year and a half. But maybe he just has too many. Like, his skeletons in the closet were going to show up like they did in Philly, but I guess he was good for what he was meant for us. He was great to get us out of the Urban Meyer thing. I swore it was going to last, but the combination of like his marriage to Press Taylor plus his relationship with Trent Baalke and Trent Baalke's
What's their relationship? Is it not good or good?
From what I hear, it's like there may be, it may not be good, but even if those rumors weren't super strong, like, are we supposed to give them the benefit of the doubt? Because everywhere Trent Baalke's gone, the head coach gets fired, going all the way back to the Niners. And
where else has he been?
Just the Niners and Jags, as a GM. And it's, I mean, you see a meme, the meme with the what's that, death? Sword.
Death.
What's it? There's a name for it.
Grim Reaper.
Grim Reaper, where he goes door to door, like killing. You've seen that meme. Starts with like Jim Harbaugh at the Niners, and then like Tom Sula, Chip Kelly. I don't know if this is the right order. Like that coach comes here. Urban Meyer or Doug Marrone. Urban Meyer.
Was this first year 2020?
No, I think
it's 21.
It's before that.
Well, Urban's first year was 21. So did he hire Urban?
Yeah, he hired Urban, or he was here for Urban. Shad wanted Urban.
Okay.
But he's just been around so many coach firings, and it's just there's like too many rumors about him not being liked in the league by some coach, and zero chance Ben Johnson comes here if Trent Baalke's a GM.
That's true.
Can't see. Not that I want Bill Belichick.
I don't think he'd come here.
I don't think Bill Belichick won't come here with Trent Baalke leading the way. And I'm torn on Bill Belichick. Like that just doesn't, like, can we just do something new? Like, can we do something fresh? Like the Lions did with Dan Campbell.
Would you want Vrabel?
Yeah, actually, I would love Vrabel.
I thought Vrabel
come here though.
I thought Vrabel was going to be like top of the list that Jags fans would be talking about, but it's been like Ben Johnson.
Like if Vrabel could get a good OC.
Yeah, or he's not an offensive guy. So.
Yeah. Like I think Vrabel brings like the Dan Campbell type mentality, like the tough mentality that we need. Titans were always good despite having sometimes poor talent. Because they had Vrabel. I would love what's funny?
Someone Tango Sucka commented, "Do you think you guys still have a chance at the playoffs?"
We're not eliminated.
What's your record?
2-9.
You can go 8-9, make it. All right, let's run through it. What do you got this week? Oh, you got a bye week. All right, regroup after the bye week.
Yeah, we could regroup.
Bro, you know what? Someone commented on my Facebook that really it didn't piss me off, but I just sat there reading it like, these fans really fucking believe this dumbass shit. Like this motherfucker commented like, I gotta read it. Yeah, I gotta find it first. But it was along the lines of, no, we're not where we need to be right now, but there's still plenty of football left.
Jesus.
And no one thought we were going to be where we were because the schedule was tough at first.
Stop.
And then they were going through the remaining games and said how winnable they were.
That's got to be.
They were dead ass. Like it was a paragraph. And I started replying to it. And I was like, I can't. I cannot sit here and try to convince these people that it's over. Like some of these people really think that Mac Jones-led Jags are going to, no matter how easy the rest of the schedule is, I don't give a fuck.
This was the worst loss in franchise history.
And everything before the game pointed that it would probably have been that way.
And it ended up being that way.
Yeah. We were calling for it. We were saying this is going to be a bloodbath. 13.5 points was free money. I cashed out for some reason. It's because the Jags scored a field goal first, and I was like, I'm nervous.
Oh my god!
Then they whooped our ass.
It went 52-6.
Bro, it was 3-0.
Bro,
like,
it's
cash
so
out.
cringe listening to the radio the week after.
I thought they were mad.
This book, no, the commercials. They were going because they have to do the sponsored bits with like this week's offensive player of the week is Cam Little. He was on a tear Sunday, connecting on 2 long field goals. So the blah blah blah. Cam Little is your offensive player of the week.
Not even an offensive player.
It was so bad. And then they did a defensive player of the week after letting up 52.
What was it?
I think it was Foye. Foye Oluokun racked
so
up
many
8 tackles on a great performance versus the Lions. Foye Oluokun is your defensive player of the week. Like, my God. If I was a sponsor of one of those segments, I would pull my name out.
Yeah.
I do not want my name associated with that.
But yeah, it was funny and all that in 2020. It was funny. It's not funny anymore. Like,
No.
I have no interest in dressing up as a clown and being at a game anymore.
They kick you out, right?
It's not funny because it's like,
Hmm?
When they kick you out, when they say no clown stuff.
When
I thought
they
there was
say
like
that.
a.
They can't kick me out for that.
I thought they made a message saying like, don't wear clown stuff.
maybe that rings a bell. I
Maybe.
can't remember.
I don't think they would enforce that.
But like, we're
It's
wasting
free country, free state.
We're wasting Trevor's contract. We're wasting all these new signings. It's like Balky's got to go. If he doesn't go, like I barely care now. If he's here, none of me cares because Chad Khan doesn't care, or he's an idiot. There's a chance at both.
It's hard for me to, because we're not sitting in the
Yacht.
discussions and shit, but
We're not on Kismet.
I feel like he has an obligation to address all of this. And the fact that it's still the middle of the season still, but I guess if he doesn't like address the fans specifically, then
You just got to be a more involved owner.
and Trent got to be gone. Like, you can't bring Trent back. I'm going to make it my mission to have all the Jags fans not renew season tickets if Trent Baalke's back. Somehow I have to convince these fans that this is going to continue. And I think we're already headed in the right direction. We have mass drawback, but we need a movement because there's strength in numbers.
Well, we did a big clown out.
And we won.
They didn't fire Balky.
I know.
He was the clown.
And we also won that game, so it was kind of
won the game.
it was kind of a wash. But
Yeah.
Thanks. Got us in the playoffs. You guys beat the Colts.
it eliminated them from the playoffs.
Yeah, it got us in.
Oh,
Along with
yeah.
like 4 other things that needed to happen. And the Raiders Chargers couldn't tie, if you recall.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. The clown out, sure, it got national attention. They saw it. It didn't do anything. So
And Balky ended up making fun of that in a video
Right.
for Jags.
So the only thing that is really going to do anything is if we don't show up.
I thought about a sign. I don't know what they do with signs anymore, but I'm not going to go to the game. But like, if I did, I would love a sign that said "the clowns are right" or something with like "Fire Balky" on it. Would love that to appear in some fashion on the television.
Yeah, that would be great for a week. But nothing would change. If we could, they just got the stadium deal too. Sucks. This is bad.
Good thing they got it before all this. Would have
Right.
been a lot harder to get that deal passed with a shit franchise.
But yeah, if I just don't know what the future of the franchise is going to be if Balky is back here.
There's no way.
Because who's talking to Shad?
Can you imagine another first?
Who are
round
Shad's
pick?
advisors?
Like we get another number 1 overall pick, and he gets to pick it again. After picking two of them.
After
Yeah,
saying
you shouldn't have 3 first overall picks in
never.
5 years.
No.
after saying that
Should be fired.
After saying that he is never. Did you see that clip? They brought it back when he was in the press conference with Doug and said, "I'm done picking the first pick" or something like that. So that's another embarrassing line from the front office. We had Shad Khan go up there on a podium and address this, say this is the best team ever, prove it by winning now, having the worst season in recent history, and then probably in history, like numbers wise. And then Trent Baalke having his soundbite saying, "I don't plan to make the first pick again." Well, if you're fired, you won't. But if you're here, then you will be picking first yet again and fucking it up.
That's crazy. You could have never. I wouldn't have taken any odds, I don't think, on a bet to say that the Jags would have the first overall pick.
Only team that would have had it 3 out of the last 5 years.
The Browns pick, yeah. The Browns took,
It's hard to get the first overall pick.
and it's hard to do it twice. It's hard to do it 3 times.
And we're going to get it unless Will Levis loses to us twice.
Yeah.
Like, who's going to be worse, Will Levis or Mac Jones? The fucking toilet bowl.
I have money on the Giants having the worst record in the league.
Well, I apologize.
They're 2-8,
Oh.
and they're starting Tommy DeVito Sunday.
Wasn't he better? He won a couple games last year.
He did. He screwed them out of getting Jaden Daniels.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Well, they should have signed Barkley.
Yep.
The New York teams are. I don't feel bad for the Giants because they've like had that guy there before with Eli and shit. But the Jets, they're a fucking mess as well. Crazy that the fucking Broncos are thriving
Mhm.
with a rookie from Oregon.
Remember when Sean Payton talked shit about
Rodgers, Hackett.
Hackett?
Yeah.
And it was a big deal. All right.
Now he's playoff seeding
Yeah.
with a rookie.
Next one.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. My name is Mr. Hunter. And why the fuck did I say Mr. Hunter? Why didn't I finish saying? Anyways, it's Hunter from Houston. What's good? Texans finally got back on track. Kind of scared me a little bit at the very beginning, but it's the Cowboys. If we would have lost, I'd have been fucking heartbroken. Gonna stop a fucking mud hole in Tennessee. That's gonna be fun. Still waiting any minute now to hear breaking news of Doug and Balky being fired, but I'm starting to think that it's just not going to happen. Don't know why. Shad Khan is a clown, as everybody already knows. One thing that I love right now, though, is we're number 1 in fantasy. You know, Team Rocket, we out here. Best team of the league by far. We winning this shit. We getting the chip. I'm going to get the ugly ass trophy. I'm going to put it on my desk. I'm going to make sure to showcase it below 500 in the background the entire time. Yeah, we run this shit. Anyways, love you guys. Hope you have a good rest of the pod. Bye.
The league is tight as hell. I want to be. I wanna,
Oh, man, that's
on,
crazy.
dude.
there should be no gloating right now.
I know there shouldn't be. You
Anybody
should still-
anybody can fall off.
The
Like
league
that.
last year was crazy tight. I think I made the playoffs in the last seed at like 7-7 or something. Ended up winning the league, as we all know.
You're welcome.
Stop, please. All right, next one.
Good evening, all. This is Matt
Oh.
recording in from Chicago. Just wanted to recap, of course, the Bills' win this past weekend, finally beating the lucky Chiefs. And really, we're set up nicely going into the bye week. We can get some players healthy on the offensive and defensive side before we hit a pretty difficult stretch of the schedule where we play the likes of the 49ers, Lions, Rams, and I forget who else. But, you know, pretty rough schedule, so we can get some players rested up. We have a very real shot at locking up that 1 seed for the AFC and getting that bye week. And also, of course, home field advantage. So hope it all works out. Thank you guys for recording as always, and I hope you have a great rest of your night and great rest of your weeks as well. Thank you.
So polite.
You said finally beat the Chiefs, but you guys not always, but you've beat them in the regular season before.
Yeah, that doesn't really matter. Beat them in the playoffs.
Yeah, the Bills win does nothing for me. Chiefs are a different animal when it fucking lights are bright as shit.
Bright as shit. Anything else, guys, from that Chiefs-Bills game?
No, beat them in the playoffs.
Yeah. Josh Allen MVP.
Please.
Josh
Is he?
Allen MVP.
Front runner or
Over Lamar.
betting favorite. Yeah.
It's because Lamar got that loss. Got that good loss, boy. Lamar was fucking playing like an animal, though.
Yeah.
Till he played the Steelers, boy. He
Yeah.
played the Steelers. Stop being humble.
Jack, when the Steelers stopped him on second or the 2-point conversion, he's probably just like, "Yes, let's go,
Yeah.
No shot.
Yes.
I know he's screaming in Heinz Field.
let's go."
Yeah, I was vocal.
Gotta be. You're surrounded by other vocalists.
Yep.
Fucking. Lots of fun.
Hey, guys. What's up?
Fat
What's
Albert.
up? It's Charles. Sitting in my car after work recording this. Tired as shit. But good little way to, celebrate the end of a long day. Yeah, Sunday happened. I'm sorry about that, boys. I did not realize that was the largest margin of victory ever. I think for you, that largest margin of defeat for y'all ever. Feel kind of bad, especially since we were the previous team to do it also, like in the 90s. That was interesting to learn. Fire Doug Peterson, that's all I can say. I don't know what the fuck that man is doing for y'all. Probably fire Balky too while you're at it. No, John, you cannot have Ben Johnson. I'm sorry. I will give my left nut and firstborn to keep that man in Detroit at this point. Just give him a blank check. Not really much else to say besides that. Jack, if you want to know, that ball went well, I guess.
I do.
I can send you pictures if you want, but I'm not sending that to the rest because I'm scared JC is going to find me. Not going to lie. Just kidding. I love you, JC.
Send it to me.
But yeah, it's currently fucking freezing and raining in Ohio, so that's ass. I'm just ready to get to Thanksgiving. But that's pretty much been it. Hope you guys have a good night. Have a good pod. And everyone hopefully get ready for a great Thanksgiving and a pretty god-awful slate of football, not going to lie. But, it's been Charles. Go Lions. Catch y'all next week. I'm out.
That man need a pod.
Yeah, good voicemail, Charles. Send me the pictures from the ball.
Send me your ball.
Stop.
What are
Immediately turn sus.
the Thanksgiving games?
They're bad. It's Bears Lions.
It's not a bad one.
Then it's the Cooper Rush Cowboys versus the Tommy DeVito
Oh my God.
Giants.
I usually never tune into that afternoon one anyway.
And then it's the Packers and Dolphins.
That was last Thanksgiving.
That was Christmas in 2022.
2022?
They
When Tua got through like terrible picks and stuff?
he got hit. Yeah.
2022? What?
I ain't gonna lie. 2 of those have the potential of being good.
Okay.
They're not all gonna be ass
Yeah.
games.
Oh,
There's no shit.
shit.
The night
It's the
game.
NFL.
I don't know. Yeah.
It's just we're just saying that because they're not really in the playoff conversation right now. But that's the point of the games. You play to get up there, boy.
Shit.
The Packers Dolphins is a weird one to put there.
Still got Tyreek there.
Only team that hasn't played on Thanksgiving ever. Jags.
Good. Keep them off.
Like we're just irrelevant. Nothing we do works. They don't care to see us on TV. We're just. Why did I choose this team?
Because
Could have been a Bucks fan.
Yeah, I guess
We would've
They
seen
a Super
Brady.
Bowl. Yeah,
you would have had a Super Bowl. Isn't that nuts?
God, that was nice.
You did see it.
Brady. Did they win in 02 or something too?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Brad Johnson,
2000.
Derek Brooks.
No, too.
That's probably
Jack, you fake as hell for not telling me that you were almost stuck in Charlotte. I could have came and scooped. Whatever, though.
Well, I wasn't. And you know what? That was Angelo. That did cross my mind. If I happened to get stuck in Charlotte, I would be in contact with Angelo. asking for a roof to stay under.
Sus.
Is that
You'd sleep with him?
And do what else?
I'd sleep
With him?
in the same confines.
That's crazy.
That is a little wild.
That's so sus. What would you do?
Sleep.
What?
Sleep.
All right, Bubba. What you got?
Bubble. Steelers.
Bubba Brooks. I know Dunn and Drew don't want to hear me gloat about the Steelers, so I'll just say,
No,
Jack,
love
I
it.
hope you had a great time.
It's my team.
Game was stressful, as always. If I read that text correctly, Andy, I don't even know what to say. I think Labrador Retrievers also have a disease where they eat too much, and I think I have that too. Love y'all, bye.
He thinks you went to the hospital for eating too much.
Yeah,
I
he
guess so.
mixed the stories.
Oh, Bubba. Congrats on your Steelers.
Bubba Brooks.
Thanks.
Let's see what Bonesy said.
Bones. Q-Bone Bone.
What up, guys? This is Bones. Since Andy asked last week what my real name was, it's Matt. Since there's a million Matts out there, I've just always been called Bones.
Only one bone.
I was tiny in junior high, but really athletic, so all the people in the sports started calling me Bones, and it just stuck. But I guess I'll say
Send a
my
pic.
Longhorns feel like
Yes.
frauds. Love them, but until I see what they can do in the playoffs, if they make the playoffs,
You say Longhorns?
they've beaten up who they should and lost to who they should. So I don't know. So interested to see how it goes. Hopefully they're not frauds, but
You're
I'm
not.
questioning it. First round knockout probably. And then the Cowboys, yeah, we're not going to talk about them. But yeah, have a good pod. I'll try to actually do these more.
Do what? Oh, voicemails?
Yes.
Gotcha.
I don't think Texas is a fraud.
Who did
Probably
they
not.
play this weekend?
They struggled against Arkansas,
Oh.
but they won.
I mean, like, who's not a fraud? Like,
I know,
everyone
do
just
you-
says everyone's a fraud, but like, is only Oregon not? But people say Oregon's a fraud, so like, everyone's a fraud.
Do you think there are more frauds this year because teams aren't as motivated to go undefeated because of the new playoff structure?
No, I think they're just as motivated, but there's more parity in college football now because of NIL and the transfer portal.
Yeah. Why wouldn't they be motivated to go undefeated?
Because they know they can make the playoffs with 2 losses.
Only SEC teams can, really.
I think teams are just as motivated, but
Yeah.
I think people may put the fraud title on more teams because there's obviously more teams that are playoff eligible now. So it's like, oh, we're in the playoff picture, but like everyone's like, no, that's a fraud.
Right. There's
Whereas
not.
like
there's not
before, there'd be like left out, and people be like, oh, they should be in.
Mhm.
So it's like,
oh, fuck. That's good.
there's no clear cut team right now.
Who's top 5?
Tell us.
Tell us. I'm going to go 1, Oregon,
Yes.
since you kind of tipped that off.
Tip me
Is
off.
chat didn't say anything that we should know? Jack's terrible at chat, monitoring chat.
Yes.
you monitor chat then.
We
got
should
the
put it
computer.
on this screen.
True. Get another viewer.